Look, Gary Gensler was really made fun of yesterday in this show. I had the chance to show you a few movies during Shell's short testimony and hearings. We are going to talk about them. Let's start with an XRP chart that will blow your mind. On a monthly level, I like this crypto chart so far, and the bubble chart shows that. It is set in a green area. You read that right, it's in the green. Brad Gollingsworth XRP ETF, please go ahead and start right away. Bitcoin's value has gone up by 0.11% in the last day to 63.64. Ethereum is now worth 26.18, which is 1.09% less than it was at the last close. The US dollar and the US Treasury are both trading at 99 cents. XRP is trying to break through the 60-cent resistance mark and move up to 59, which is 587 and not 0589. The value of all cryptocurrencies on the market is down 32% right now. It keeps going up until it hits $2.25 trillion. Where are we going to go from here? Everyone knows that. We're either going up or down. You don't need a TA to tell you that. That easy. I know that makes you happy. Yes, we either go up or down. We talk about possible Bitcoin retraces. We talk about the $50,000, $55,000 range as the most likely last drop before these markets blow up. Remember that there is a CME gap of around $52,000 that is usually met. Do they need to be filled out? Of course not. You can guess what happens most of the time. Finally, to top it all off, two huge wins were set to be announced. Yesterday in the AMA, we talked about the trading card game that you will want to play. It is the craziest game ever made on top of the XRP ledger. You can buy things in the game, take them out of the game, and sell them on the market. That looks like a great game to play for 6 months like, hey, Redman, but I don't have the time. You might be tired of playing because you keep getting better and better until you're the best player ever. September has arrived. Look at this. Here you can see the cryptos that are all green. These little bubble charts are so cute. I'm happy with Quat because it's working well and my DCA is doing a great job with it. What are we likely to see in October? Soon more of these bubbles will turn green, like the Solana Puna Polka. Finally, Don is going to give me something in Rip Arb in green. I also love that thing. Dinner. I didn't know I had the dinner until I checked yesterday. Gala is in my care. I lost $5,000 when I bought cryptocurrency back in the day. It's always fun to check out old wallets and see what coins you still have. But I'll tell you right now that I would not have joined Gala if I had known how all the drama would turn out. I thought this product would give me a better return, but I wasn't sure. Back then, I didn't know any better. I bought everything and looked for green lights like a crazy person. But guess what? We no longer look for green after 7 years. This was talked about in the first film, and we won't do it again for 2 years. This girl definitely tipped off the police, so she could only get 2 years in prison for the fraud she committed. I'll tell you how I'm telling you now. She was a spy 100% of the time and probably told everyone what they were doing and how they were doing it. They know everything now, even all the wilds. They are probably keeping track of all these wallets and know everyone who had a hand in this. Greg, the young man, let this go. This is how Mr. Torres was yesterday. Wait until you hear. If you ask the right questions, Tom Ember, you will only get a BS answer. Thank you for hearing this, Mr. Chair and Mr. Gensler. Let's say I sell you a Yankees ticket and tell you that, like all sports tickets, it might go up in value and make you money if you sell it on the secondary market. The money from selling the Yankee ticket could be used to pay for the game. If I sell you a Yankee ticket and agree to invest in it, I'm conducting an unregistered security offering. Thank you for your question. I don't know all the facts and circumstances, but I don't think so. I know where we're going with this, a representative. However, I don't believe that is the case, and that is correct. A Yankee ticket is not a security well. Plus, why is that? As the courts have made clear, the real question is whether the offer and sale is limited to a Yankee ticket. But when you buy a Yankee ticket, what do you really get? You get access to a Yankee game. I know it's been a while since I've been to a Yankees game, but you're welcome to say that. I used to live in New York, and all 3 of my girls were born there, so in the Stoner Cats. The people who made it were selling an NFT that. From the point of view of federal securities law, is there a difference between buying an NFT and buying a Yankees ticket that gives you access to a cartoon web series? That gives you the feel of a web story with animation again. I have no desire to talk about any specific case. It was a village. It's not a court case. You can talk about it. But it has to do with how something is sold and given away. Are people looking forward to a shared enterprise? Making money based on that you're avoiding the question? Getting around the problem again? He had no idea how to answer a question about a Yankee ticket. The art you buy is also the art you get. You get a Yankees ticket. You get the feeling of. going to a Yankees game. He doesn't even know what to say about the fact that someone bought a stoner NFT and joined a small group of people who could watch a web animated series. He's trying to say that this might be a security risk for some crazy reason. I'm Tom Emmerletz. Him up with his shaky, scary things said. Wow, Gary, you're really shaky. The SEC broke the law, your lawyers lied to the judge, and no one in your Washington, D.C. administration has been charged with a crime. From that track. It looks like everything is fine in Washington, okay? Quickly changing direction. Recent news sources say that Vice President Harris has finally said that she would make clear rules for the digital asset market if she wins the presidency. Is this also your plan, sir, or do you think she's yelling at you because she thinks you haven't done a good enough job of setting these clear rules during the last 3 years of her presidency? There are laws, and I think Congress has the power to change them if they want to. You shouldn't think that she is the laws taking back my time, though, since we are following the rules, many of which are specific to this field. But it's interesting that you see your work that way, since you've been involved in a lot of court cases that have made the market very confusing and millions of Americans are waiting for you to answer their questions. You have abused the agency's enforcement powers and even used enforcement actions to threaten companies that are ready to do what you say. You got back at companies and people who spoke to this committee about the future of American banks, and what's worse, you may have even come up with the term crypto asset security. However, this term is not used in the law. You made it up. No matter how many times you said that you thought most tokens were crypto asset. Securities, you never gave any specifics on how your SEC might describe crypto asset security. You did this, and you know that your whole enforcement will be based on this made-up term, crusade for the past 3 years, but your lawyers denied it in a court memo just last week. This country has hurt because of how you've been arguing about this, sir. There has never been a more lawless or historically bad Sikh head. Tom Emmer makes him feel better and tells him that the things he is making up are not true. Good job, emergency. It was clear that this man was mad. Gary needs to go. Gary needs to be let go. We're looking at the Nike ASWO pad, and XRP says, you'll just do it, this person's possible $13 goal will be met. He's totally right. It's going to happen. It's going to blow up. We're almost done with the first spot of resistance. We still need to go through areas 66 and 75 after that breaks. Things will fall apart in the end. It may have taken a while, but October is here, and now we're in a new season, the worst time for cryptocurrency prices. I don't know what to tell you if you're not ready for what's going to happen in the fourth quarter of this year. You'll never be ready. It's bull season, and millions of lives will be changed. You'll be so close to holding the line and making sure no one can get in.